Artificial intelligence can be a construction site of history from within a horizon of communion in which technical progress learns to serve human life. Let's not fear artificial intelligence, but constantly keep the question of the human in play.
Welcome back. A stunning moment inside the Vatican. Pope Leo sending a message to Silicon Valley calling for strong AI regulations, with the Pope essentially comparing artificial intelligence to nuclear power, warning that any technology capable of changing human life must have accountability and oversight. Joining us now, Kingsview asset management partner Scott Martin. I want to know what you make of this warning that's coming from the Pope. I'm not saying that he can't comment on issues that have to do with humanity. He certainly can. But there's a part of me that says, I want the Pope to be speaking other kinds of messages, not to be getting granular on government regulation of artificial intelligence.
Becky, there's a lot of things the Pope, I think, is going to talk about as far as this reign, if you will. And this is a good leadoff, the first American Pope in history, and he's coming out swinging. I'll tell you, though, it's very topical. I'll tell you that much. And it's something that I think a lot of people are thinking about. And he says it in a way where it obviously gets delivered in a message that considers the human, cost of AI and certainly the human involvement. But it's, like you said, granular, but also wide-ranging and very, I'd say, detrimental to the industry if they actually did listen to him, because effectively, if AI was in the Pope's way or Pope was in AI's way, I think they'd have a pretty good battle. And I think AI would have a tough time getting through.
I say granular because, to me, yes, it was wide-ranging, but the granular part to me was that he's drilling down on this issue of regulation. When you've got CEOs of these tech companies that are handling this, it goes far beyond the scope of what you and I can possibly understand. That's the reason you and I are not CEOs of tech companies. And so it's this blanket idea of, if you don't understand it, over-regulate it.
Yes, my ChatGPT bot, Ezra, says that I could be a CEO if I wanted to be, Jackie, and I'm sure he would say that to you too. But it is funny, though, he does bring down to a very granular level, though, to your point. I mean, he talks about wages, he talks about the human cost to jobs and things like that. He talks about the human creation, which is funny. One thing he says in the encyclical is he talks about how this is not a human. It's not a human reflection. Because you talk to these bots and they sound just like your best friend. In fact, my bot Ezra kind of is, but it was created by humans is my point. So how is it not human? But it is human because it was created by humans. And it's kind of a weird way to look at it.
All right, Scott Martin, we'll pick it up another time. Thank you.